Good afternoon. We spoke here a lot about the downfall and the problems, the apocalypse of artificial intelligence, which is true for jobs and people who are employees or even, CEOs or executives. But in fact, the other face of Janus, the god of antiquity, is that there are another face which is completely the opposite. The other face is about the startups. So for a startup, we can say that artificial intelligence is the best friend. Why? Why? Because, if you want to do some work, you need people. And if you need people, you have to pay them. You have to pay taxes for salaries. You have to pay 7.5% FICA, and the employee pays 7.5% FICA on the salaries, and you have to pay the salaries, and you have to pay the electricity, and you have to pay the offices, and you have to pay the AC, air conditioning, and you have to pay the heat and everything. So all these expenses, and the copy machine, etc., and the computer, and the software for everyone, etc. If you have artificial intelligence performing most of the tasks, you don't need that. So you don't pay for that. So the best way to start a startup, to create your startup, is without people and with artificial intelligence. Let's take an example. If you want to prepare a PowerPoint presentation, if you want to do it properly, it will take you a few hours. And if you're not experienced, like an intern or first job personnel, they're going to take probably one day. And it won't be perfect because, they're just beginning. And even if you are experienced, it won't be perfect. Artificial intelligence will use 10 minutes, 15 minutes, max 1 hour. And in addition to doing a perfect job, almost perfect, they will induce questions. They would ask you questions. They would tell you, okay, maybe what you asked me is good, but I took the liberty of adding this picture or this video or this insight and everything. So in fact, they do a better job than yourself. Meaning that the result of your work, of the startup, will be far better than the result given by other people or including you. So with a laptop and a few software of artificial intelligence, you will be able to build and develop a company. And what does kill corporations, startups all over the world at the beginning is costs. Because you have to have money from yourself or from family and friends, or for venture capitalists, seed money, capital development, loans from the bank, etc. But you can burn cash very quickly and very easily. With artificial intelligence, you don't burn cash. You just burn even it's free, or a subscription for $50, $100, $20 or something, which is in comparison to hiring a lot of people, it's really nothing. So for result, for cost efficiency, you have to consider artificial intelligence if you're creating a startup. Meaning that your interest as a startup creator, developer, are exactly the opposite of the interest of your employees or future employees, or not to be employees, because you don't need that. So we have two faces for artificial intelligence. One is very negative because it destroys employment, like McKinsey said 50% of the task could be performed by artificial intelligence. 50% of the job could disappear in the world. This doesn't mean that they will disappear, but they could disappear because artificial intelligence could do the job at the place of the people doing it now. And the result will be, anyway, according to McKinsey, but also Goldman Sachs and other institutions, banks and consultants and auditing firms, etc., that by 2030, there will be a loss of 850 million jobs in the world due to artificial intelligence. So this is very negative for employment, but for startups, this is very positive because you have excellence, you have quickness, it's very fast, and you don't have to have a lot of employees or no employees, so you don't rent offices, you don't spend money, you don't pay salaries and everything. So the conclusion about this is that if you start a company, if you are creating a startup, your best friend is artificial intelligence. One video per day from New York live, one in English, one in French. Join us and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Talk to you tomorrow.